Favorite match of the night. How's it going, my wrestling heroes? We're going to recap WWE Hell in a Cell. Oh, geez, I don't think this guy can have a bad match. Whether it's a singles match, whether it's mixed tag, once he steps through these ropes right here, it means business. And it was close. It wasn't close enough, though. Went from the he was gonna give, actually he did give him a superplex. He gave Dolph Ziggler a superplex from the top turnbuckle, but when he came back down, Drew McIntyre was right there with the Claymore, rolled him up for the pin. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre retained the Raw Tag Team titles, but there's still a little bit more, some disappointing parts of the pay-per-view, and we'll get a little bit more into that. But this right here, overall, solid match. Should we give up on Rusev Day? I'm really coming around the fact that Rusev Day, dude, nothing's ever going to happen with Rusev Day. New Day, you guys look good out there. I mean, it makes sense why they've been the tag team champions multiple times. Five times, because we're not going to get it. Booker T, you know what I'm talking about. Rusev Day went in there, they took the loss. They didn't work well together. I feel like they've been together for quite some time, but the way that they went out there and competed, it didn't look bad. But yes, the New Day retained the SmackDown Tag Team titles. I had some high hopes for this match, and my hopes, they got crushed. Rusev, where are you? Rusev's gone already. But just so many expectations for this match. I really thought we were going to see something special from Jeff Hardy. I mean, he still dived off the top from the inside and went through a table, but really nothing grand to where it was like, dude, you wanted this match for so long, and this is kind of what we got. He did lose. Randy Orton, he went in there, picked up the win. But, bro, man, I mean, Shane O'Mac, I know Shane has got to be at least 10, maybe 5 years older. But I know he's older, and he still pulled it off last year. I don't know. I was just expecting a lot from Jeff Hardy, but still a decent match. But, yes, Randy Orton captured the win. The Irish glass kicker went out there and she did her thing, and just as I predicted, this gold, it was going to come off Charlotte. This is what happens, man. If you turn heel, if you turn bad, eventually things do tend to go your way. And I'm not talking about I'll never turn heel on you guys. I love you guys too much. But seriously, in wrestling, that's one thing I've learned. Like, if you continue to be face and you just keep failing over and over, just go to the dark side. And eventually, things will go your way. Becky Lynch captured the SmackDown Women's title. Bye, Charlotte. The match that should have been Hell in a Cell match, and I said this a lot, and I'm sorry, but I really wish that this would have been one of those matches. It wasn't. It was just a regular match, and AJ Styles tapped out. Here's the thing, though. Referee, he didn't catch it. So he had put him in the coquina clutch, and he went off the ropes and kind of reversed it and did a roll-up pin. But while he was while he had him in the roll-up pin, I mean, Joe was underneath him. He was tapping out. Again, referee, dude, you're fair. See, this is kind of why they need to go to the, what do that call? Like the NFL replays, man, they need to go back. No, it's wrestling. Come on, Hero Fakes. Yes, AJ went in there. He captured the win by luck. I don't know if you'd call it luck. Close call, regardless, Joe. What are you going to do, bro? Are you still going to call out his family? But yes, AJ Styles retained. That green attire, though, I feel like we got to get this updated on Danny O'Brien. That way it matches Brie Bella to have the two green. But you know it's bad, though, when you're sitting here talking about their outfit. For real, though. Oh, still going back to the whole thing where I said this should have just been a one-on-one instead of mixed tag. Miz and Daniel Bryan did kind of get things going, but then they handed it over to the women, and you could see the ring rust in both of them, not just Brie Bella, but also Maryse. That's how it ended. It ended as them two going at it. She got the roll-up pin. Maryse got the roll-up pin, and they captured the win. It's just, I know it's going to continue, and I know why they did this, but still wish this should have been a one-on-one. But yes, Miz and Maryse to pull out the upset. I'm surprised this match went for as long as it did. I thought it was going to be one-sided again. I thought Rowdy Ronda was just going to dominate, but 75% of the match, I got to give it to Alexa Bliss. She was still suffering from the rib injury from early on in the week, and Alexa Bliss, she was able to do her thing. Here's the thing, though, and this came out of left field. Like, Rowdy Ronda, she went Super Saiyan on us. I don't know if she got a sensor beam or what, but towards the end, she's like, that's it. She grabbed her by the neck. She gave her like that Kane look. You know, when Kane grabs you by the neck, that's what he did. That's what she did to Alexa Bliss, and she went to town on her. She made her tap out, and that was it. Alexa Bliss retained the Raw Women's title. The main event, the last Hell in a Cell match, Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. Again, Mick Foley was a special enforcer in this. He called it down the middle. I gotta say, I was pretty impressed with his overall referee. The guy can still move around. I mean, not necessarily perform as a wrestler, but the guy can still move in there. Now, these two, they actually had some pretty good spots. One of my favorite ones that definitely stands out is when he grabbed the steel steps and he put those across. Oh man, he hit him hard. I mean, he got him good. Here's the thing though, neither really took a serious bump, not up until the time that the rest of the gang showed up, right? These two came out here to kind of help out Braun Strowman, and of course the Shield, they weren't going to let them just, take over. So Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, again, they came out there as well, and they were the ones that had like the serious, well, at least Dolph Ziggler and was it Dean Ambrose or Seth Rollins? I believe it was Seth Rollins. Yeah, they were outside by the announcer table, and they kind of did the same move that Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins when they had their one-on-one match at Hell in a Cell. They both fell off, I'd say 3/4 of the way, and fell right through the announcer table. Here's the thing, though. This was kind of like, I think so many people had posted this on my Instagram when I had posted my thoughts as to Braun Strowman winning the Universal title. When I took that picture of him holding the title, everybody said anybody except this guy. And guess who shows up? This guy. Oh, Brock Lesnar. Why, bro? We're okay if you decide just to, I don't know. A lot of people didn't enjoy. I mean, he got a really good crowd reaction, but he came back and he assaulted both of them, both. I mean, Roman Reigns, he actually did an F5 onto Braun Strowman with Roman Reigns on top of him, and it was a no contest. That's kind of where this match went. So again, he used he cashed in his Money in the Bank, and no outcome as far as like who's obviously the big dog. He retained his title, but it's just unfortunate that it's back to back kind of year to where the guy that cashed in didn't do anything. So I guess he's back in the title picture. I don't know how I feel about this, you guys. Honestly, I was okay with these two going at it and just getting final answers to who was going to be our Universal Champion. But Brock, dude, I mean, he's the part-timer. So if he does come back, obviously he's going to want a title shot. I mean, he is entitled, to a rematch clause. So I guess we'll find out what's going to happen. I think it'll most likely be no, it's not going to be the Super Show. It'll most likely be the following pay-per-view. Give me your thoughts, you guys. I think the overall pay-per-view was pretty mediocre. Really, no high spots, especially when it comes to Hell in a Cell. We should have gotten something a little bit extra. Until next time, everybody.